Welcome to Income Fund Fundas, a unique show simplifying debt markets hosted by yours truly Sunil Javeri and brought to you by Axis Mutual Fund. In continuation to an earlier query, I will speak about some more concepts in the debt market which has relevance as these concepts are used by fund managers to construct debt schemes. Very important for viewers to understand these concepts just to understand the structure of the scheme. What is constantly rolling down on maturity? To start with, a fund manager may buy a 10-year paper. It can be an NCD, it can be a GSEC or any such debt paper. Most of the debt schemes are open-ended debt schemes. Naturally, they will continue to have inflows even subsequent periods also after their launch. Let us assume next year also the fund manager gets further inflows into the scheme. He will buy 9-year residual maturity papers, same as NCDs, GSECs, etc. Or it can be a AAA rated corporate bonds also. Subsequently, they will buy a 8-year residual maturity papers and so on and so forth. This is what we call constantly rolling down on maturity concept, where a fund manager buys similar securities with a residual maturity which is constantly reducing from say 10 years to 9 years to 8 years and so on and so forth. It can be a 5-year constantly rolling down on maturity scheme also, where the fund manager to start with will buy a 5-year paper, then 4-year paper, 3 years and so on and so forth. What is compression? Due to perception risk, different securities of same tenor issued by different entities quote differential pricing and differential yields. So a state development loan may have a higher yield than a central government security which is issued by the central government. It is only the perception of risk where the state development loans are supposed to be riskier than the central government securities, hence the differential in pricing and differential in yields. Differential based on the historical averages gives rise to investment opportunities in one segment or the other. And when these differentials come back to its normal is what we call compression theory. Let me talk about compression with an example. 10-year GSEC in 2010 was 7.66% in yields. The same 10-year GSEC in 2012 quoted 8.19% in yields. The differential was 53 basis point higher. 1-year CD in 2010 January was 6.25%, 1-year CD in 2012 was 9.98%. That means 1-year CD yields had gone up by 373 basis points over this next 2-year period. During the same period, interest rates were hiked by RBI to the extent of 375 basis points. CRR, cash reserve ratio, was increased by 100 basis points, and during the same period, inflation had come down from 10.88% to 7.47%. Where is the compression story building? In a 10-year GSEC or in the 1-year CD? As you can notice here, 1-year CD had gone up by almost as much as the hike in the interest rates by RBI during this intervening period of 2 years. Naturally, the compression will happen as and when RBI will cut interest rates because the inflation had come down, as you can see from this data. At that point in time, the 1-year CD will compress more than the 10-year GSEC, which has only gone up by 53 basis point versus 373 basis point of 1-year CD. So compression and the investment story was building in a 1-year CD paper rather than in a 10-year GSEC, which means the shorter duration products, 1 to 3 year duration products in the debt space would have done better at this point in time in 2012. I hope viewers have understood some more concepts used in the debt markets, as fund managers use some of these concepts to construct schemes. Very important for viewers to understand these concepts. Thank you so much. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.